ሰላም ተማሪዎች እንደምን አላችሁ? ዛሬም የማትሪክ ኤግዛም ማትሳትን ይዤላችሁ መጥቻለሁ። እንደሚከተለው አቀርብላችኋለሁ ማለት ነው። Which one of the following is the remainder when this f of x is what divided by g of x minus 1? In case of remainder, to find the remainder, you have to find what? The zeros of what? The g of x, that is the divisor, which is equal 0. This implies what? That what the value of x? X is equals 1. So, simply, we insert this value into what? The given function. To find its remainder, using remainder theorem property. That means f of 1 is equal to, that means 3, that is 3 times what? 1, the power of 4, minus 5 times what? 1, the power of 3. It is minus 5 times what? 1 square plus this is 6. What? This is equal to 3 minus 5. This is minus 5. Here is what? Plus 6. What? 3 plus 6 is what? That is 9. Minus what? That is 10. What the value? The value becomes what? That is minus 1. It is minus 1. Is there any choice? We don't have any choice, so the choice is negative 1. Now let us consider the next one. If f of x, g of x are n and m degree of polynomial function respectively, the degree of this product becomes what? As a forms what? M plus what? That is n. Since we take what? Since they have the same base, we take what? The sum of what? Their exponent. So it has what? At most m plus n x intercepts. Yes. If you have degree n, then the number of roots or x-intercept becomes what? At most it is equal to what? The number of degree. Because of that, this is correct. If we consider this, x square minus 3x, let's take, this is minus 4, yes, is equal 0. This is quadratic. So the maximum number of roots or zeros of this is what? That is 2. Since its degree is what? 2. That implies what? It has a maximum of what? 2 intercepts. X-intercepts. So, because of that, this is correct. It has at most m plus n y-intercepts. In case of y-intercept, it is what? 0 means what? Whatever the case, it doesn't have what? M plus n y-intercepts. It is 0 at some point. For instance, this is x squared, for instance, this one, minus this is 4x, this is plus x, minus 4 is equal to what? Is equal to 0. When you take the value, this is what? X into x minus 4 plus what? Here is 1 into x minus 4, yes, is equal to 0. What are the factors? This is x plus 1 times what? X minus 4 is equal to what? 0. The intercepts, x-intercepts are what? That is negative 1 and what? This is 4. This is x-intercepts. X-intercepts. If that's so, what's that? It has what? A maximum of 2 intercepts. When negative 1, that means x is negative 1 means what? Y is 0. When x is 4, y is 0. Whatever the case. But we don't have different y zeros. The same y 0. That means making x, and here we have what? 1 y-intercept. That is, it is impossible to have m plus n y-intercepts. Whether it is negative 1, whether it is 4, whatever the case, the value of that y-intercept is what? 0 minus 4. It is only what? That is minus 4. So it is not equivalent with 2. It has at most n plus m roots. Yes. Here we have, for instance, if we take this arbitrary sample, x squared minus 3x minus 4 is equal to 0. Its degree is what? 2. Its maximum root is what? That is 2. So this is the correct answer. It may not have, but if it has a maximum of what? N plus m roots. It has at most m plus n minus 1 turning points. You see, if we consider this one, this is a quadratic equation. It is what? It is opens upward. Since the leading coefficient of this one is what? Positive. It opens upward. It has what? 1 turning points or 1 vertex. This implies what? The number of turning points for a polynomial of degree n is equal to what? We said n minus 1. 4. So the degree of this product is what? M plus N, then subtract 1. We obtain this my turning point. This also correct. The one which is not correct according to the choice, that is B. Let us consider the next one. Suppose here we have two numbers, two functions, q1 of xy, x plus yq. This q2 of xy is equals x cube plus yq. If that's so, that means q1 of what? X comma y means what? This is equal to x plus y cube, which is equal to what? Which is equal to x plus y squared times what? This is x plus y. Here we go. What does this imply? This implies what? X squared plus twice of xy plus what? This is y squared. This is times what? This times this is x plus y. Takes the product of this one, x plus y. When it takes the product for this, x squared times what? X is what? Which is equal to x what? X cubed. Plus x squared times y is what? That means x squared times y. Plus we take 2xy times that x is what? This is 2x squared y. When multiplied by y, which becomes what? 2xy squared. When multiplied by y squared by x, that means you have to multiply each term of this one by each term of what? This is the second one. This is what? Xy squared plus what? This is y cubed. What does imply? This implies that each term of this one by each term of what? This is the second one. This is what? Xy squared plus what? This is y cubed. What does imply? This implies that this is x cubed plus y cubed plus what? This is x squared times y plus 2x squared times y. This is what? 3x squared times y. Plus what? Plus this 2x times y squared plus xy squared means what? This is 3xy squared. So this is for what? Q1. What about Q2? That means here we have Q of 2 is what? 2 at x comma y is equal to x cubed plus what? Y squared. Sorry, y cubed, sorry. When you compare in contrast, here we have what? X cubed plus y cubed plus some additional points. Since x and y are positive, still you have what? Some values which is greater than 0. Because of this implies that q1 is what? Greater than q2. Since it is greater than by what? 3 times x squared y plus xy squared. Y squared. This implies that x cubed plus y cubed plus 3 into x squared y plus xy square is what? Greater than what? Greater than x squared plus x cubed plus what? Y cubed. Since the value of x and y are what? That is positive real number. Now let us consider the next one. Which one of the following is the solution set of the system of linear equation here we have? If you have such problem, you use what? Either substitution method or cancellation method to solve such problems. Since here we have what? The coefficient for x here is 2, the coefficient for x here is 1. So we can multiply what? By the opposite of what? This 2, that is negative 2 for the second one. Multiply this by negative. This is equal to what? This implies this is 2x plus 3y. This is equal to what? When you multiply the second equation by negative 2, it becomes what? Negative 2x. Negative 2 times negative 4 is what? Plus, that is 8y is equals negative 2 times 6 is what? Negative 12. Here we have. Take their sum. When you take the sum of this is what? 3y plus 8y is what? That is 11y. Which is equal to 1 plus negative 12 is what? Negative 11. Then what the value of y? That means y is equal to negative 11 divided by 11, it becomes negative 1. After obtaining y is equals negative 1, we can find the value of x. What is x? By substituting to the second equation, if we substitute here, this is equal to what? 6 plus what? That is 4y. This is equal to what? 6 plus 4 times what? Negative 1. This means what? 6 minus 4, which is equal to what? That is 2. The value for x is what? 2. The value for y is what? Negative 1. Then the correct choice from the given alternative, the solution is A. You have to use this one. Or if you want to have to use what? From the second equation may substitute x or express x in terms of y. Yes? That means what? This becomes what? 6 plus this is 4y. So you can insert this into the first equation. That means x means what? 6 plus 4y. So twice of x means what? Twice of 6 plus 4y plus what? Plus this is 3y. 3y is equal to what? That is 1. 2 times 6 is what? That is 12 plus 2 times 4 is what? That is 8y plus this is 3y is equal to what? 1. ስለዚህ 8y ሲደመር 3y ምን ይሆናል? 11y ይሆናል ማለት ነው። እኩል ይሆናል 1 ሲቀነስ 12 ምን ይሆናል? 11 ይሆናል። ስለዚህ y ለማግኘት ሁለቱንም በ11 ስናካፍል y እኩል ይሆናል ኔጌቲቭ 1 ሆነ ማለት ነው። y ኔጌቲቭ 1 ከሆነ የxን ቫልዩ ለማግኘት ደግሞ እዚህ ጋር እንተካለን ማለት ነው። what is x? x is equal to 6 plus 4 times what? Negative 1. Which is equals what? 6 minus what? 4. 6 minus 4 is equals to